Hi everyone, we hope you're really well and we're together again for some more videoing, which is fab. Today we're talking about foundation, so all different types of foundation, what we call our foundation wardrobe, because we've got quite a selection of foundations.
It's a bit of an
between
addiction.
us. It's a bit of an addiction, yeah. So lots of you may have just one foundation that you wear all year round.
Which I'm quite jealous about, really.
Yeah, that is nice if you can be in that position where your skin colour, your skin tone doesn't really change winter to summer.
But also that you're happy with the foundation that you've got that's giving you the right coverage and you don't feel like you need to try every single product on the market.
True, because actually the majority of us women do try out new foundations all the time, don't we?
Yeah.
To try and find that, that elusive, amazing foundation that's going to look, give us that dewy, beautiful looking skin. That's what we're all kind of looking for, and that's why we tend to buy loads and loads and try out different products and stuff.
We do, definitely. Always searching for the perfect foundation, and it's an expensive business, isn't it?
Yeah, it really can be. And whenever we do lessons, so one-to-one lessons or group lessons, we always recommend people actually get samples to try out first.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd say I never ever buy a foundation now, especially a premium product, without trying it out.
Definitely. And I think all the makeup counters, that's part of why you pay more for a foundation there. They will give you a sample and try it on at home, make sure it's the right colour for you. And you know instantly, I know instantly if I like a foundation or not.
Sometimes I'll try a new foundation, I'll try a sample and I'm like, oh my God, I love this, it's just amazing. And then after about day 2 or 3 or 4, sometimes I'm like, actually, it's not that good. So no, I can be a bit swayed easily. So if I was to go into the shop, I could easily just buy a foundation there and then, but I'd stop myself, get the sample and try it for really a week at home.
Definitely, because as your skin changes as well throughout the year, my skin's not been very good recently, so I will use certain foundations, but when my skin is better or through the summer, then I'll go for a different formula, which is why I think it's good to have a foundation wardrobe. So you've got some different foundations that you can use throughout the year, depending on all those factors, really.
Definitely, yeah, that's the main reason why we do have different types of products throughout the year, because obviously in this country the weather does change a lot, doesn't it? So and people their skin tone and colour does change throughout the year, so you might want something a bit lighter in the summer, that just feels a bit more comfortable to wear, something a bit more coverage. That's what I tend to go for.
Yeah, and I think it depends on what you're doing on a daily basis. Some days you might want less coverage, but if you're going out for the day, you want something that might have more coverage that's going to last you all day. So I'm trying to justify here why I have so many foundations.
No, it's a valid point, and it depends on your lifestyle, doesn't it? And we're all different. So shall we kind of kick off with what we're using at the moment? I'm using quite a lot. I normally just have kind of 1 or 2. But I've been trying out new products, and we do, as obviously because of the jobs that we do try out lots of different products, and we've just been trying loads at the moment, loads of foundations in particular. So I've got a few that I really love and others that I'm just kind of trying out at the moment. But I just find, for me, I just get up and it's a day-to-day basis thing. So it's how I feel my skin is looking, and like you say, what I'm doing as well, but that will determine what foundation I'm going to use. So I've got different brands and different coverages. So I've got, this is the first one that I've just tried this out recently. This is by Fenty Beauty, get it the right way up. So you can get this in larger boots. This is obviously Leanne's range. Tends to be more of a younger range, do you think? Or?
Yeah, I think it's aimed at that market,
and
probably has a wide range of skin tones as well, so that it would be very popular.
Yeah, but I don't let that put me off. I don't care who it's aimed at, I'll go and buy it. So this is it's a long wear but hydrating one, which is kind of what drew me to it. So it's actually pretty nice. I think it's £27, I think, which is fairly expensive.
Yeah.
I think it gives a medium coverage.
Which is quite funny because looking at that tube, I would assume that it was quite sort of sheer
Yeah,
coverage.
no, I would
so
think
it's quite interesting, isn't it?
not particularly natural. So, like that one. I'm not using this one as much. I like this one, True Match, L'Oreal True Match. It's great for the money.
Yeah.
It doesn't last as long. It doesn't last 12 hours, I don't find, even with a primer. But it's a good all-rounder, so it's good for all age groups, really, isn't it? I find.
And the price as well.
The price is amazing.
Yeah, and they often have special offers. But again, it's getting the colour right because you have to match it yourself.
Yeah, you're not going to get samples, and you're not going to get someone helping you because they're in Superdrug and Boots, aren't they?
So sometimes, even though it seems cheaper, say it's £10. You could end up buying 2 or 3 of them to get the right colour for you, and then you may as well have gone got a brand from a department store.
But I'd probably, I know that I did buy a couple of these because the price is cheaper. I bought a couple of these rather than one, so that because
that's a good idea. Then you can mix, can't you?
Yeah, you can mix them, which can sometimes take you through all of the seasons, summer to winter, really. So. A good all-rounder, that one. Another one I've tried out recently after getting sample in Selfridges. This is Pat McGrath. For those of you who don't know, she's top makeup artist in the industry. It's £60, this one, which is sharp intake of breath. But they gave me samples. They gave me 2 pots in Selfridges, and I really like it. I think it lasts well. It's very light. It gives kind of light to medium coverage, so it's a really natural. I've got this one on today, actually.
Yeah, it's lovely.
You can build it up, so you can apply more layers, and that would wear really well, sort of first thing in the morning till last thing at night. So that is a bit of a splurge buy.
Is that your favourite at the moment, do you think?
I think I'm using that more at the moment. Yeah, I think I am.
Nice packaging.
It is, yes. Another one I've got, which is one of my kit ones, is Glow Skin Satin Cream.
I love that.
This is slightly more coverage, but it holds really, really well, which is why I love it in the kit. We both love it.
And I borrow it a lot from your kit when we're working together.
Yes.
And it looks lovely on all different skin types.
It
I
does.
think, and ages as well.
Yeah,
so it's really versatile.
It is really versatile.
I want that.
You need this.
Yeah.
But in the summer, I mean, I would use it all year round for bridal, but in the summer, I think I'd find this, for me personally, a little bit heavy.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll let you know what I think when I get one.
When it's gets to 30 degrees, which we have loads of days like that in this country, don't we? But no, it's not one I'd take on holiday with me. And if I was in warmer climates, I'd feel a bit uncomfortable because it's a medium to full coverage. So for that reason, I've got the other Glow Skin, which is the Luminous. Now this is a lot lighter, and actually the colour's lighter as well. So I'm using a lighter tone because I'm not as tanned, and it's a lighter texture. So if I'm really wanting the lightest, sheerest sort of coverage, this is the one I'll go for. Out of all of the ones that I've just shown you, this is the one I'll go for. When I'm in the winter, that wouldn't wear this as much in the winter. When I'm feeling like I need a bit more coverage, it's only going to go to. It's not even going to really get a medium coverage. But so I've got a whole range.
Choice. I know, and different coverage and
slightly different. Probably if I put them on all slightly different skin tones as well, because each brand does do slightly different.
I know. I've
tones,
noticed that as well, and it's it's interesting. But I think if you're going for something lighter coverage, you could get away with it being not an exact match to your skin tone, whereas full coverage needs to be exact.
Perfect.
Because otherwise you're going to get it's like.
Definitely, and that's why a lot of people do like the BB creams and CC creams. They don't have as many shades generally, do they?
No.
Because they do blend to the skin better.
They do,
and
they're sort of like a hybrid, I think, between skincare and foundation.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Not often have other benefits in, even out like colour correcting factors, and it could be that they've got an SPF in and various other bits and pieces, so they're quite nice to wear. I think I quite like something like that in the summer.
I like those. They often have a high SPF, don't they? 30 or a 50. which is, I love them in the summer actually.
So that brings me on nicely to one of the ones I've got in my foundation wardrobe.
Have you got a bit? Yes, Justine's got a vast array.
I'm not going to go through all of them, but
no,
we'll be here forever. This is the longest video as it is, but I think I've always tended to go for something that's got more coverage to it because I've had problem skin growing up, sort of acne and that sort of thing. So I always tend to go that side of the foundation scale rather than a tinted moisturiser. So however, I have got this IT Cosmetics CC cream, which I love. For a CC cream, it's actually got quite full coverage to it.
That's really popular, that one.
Yeah.
And it's got the SPF 50, which is amazing.
And
it's really
supposed to be, you could use this instead of having like a moisturiser or primer, it's an all-in-one. So I got this from QVC, but they do sell it in other shops, and they do different ones depending on your skin type. So I think they do a mattifying one for people that have oily skin. I haven't used this for a little while because I tend to use this a bit more in the summer, but it does feel really lovely on the skin. It goes on beautifully. So so that's one that I like. At the moment, I'm wearing this one today, Laura Mercier. I've spoken about this in a previous video that we've done. Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. I'd say that's medium coverage.
Is that a new purchase? Or have you used that for quite a while?
I've had it for a few months, but it was a new addition to their range.
Okay, so it's new for the newish for the brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I use that with the primer that goes with it, and I quite like to have a little bit of a dewy finish to the skin because I think it's quite youthful. But with my combination skin, I have to be careful that I don't look really shiny. So I find this is really lovely, and you can build it up. Build up the coverage with that. I always use these are our favourite brushes, the Real Techniques Face Expert brush. Use that to buff the foundation in, so these are absolutely brilliant, and they're only about £10 or so.
They're really good value, and they just wash all the time, don't they, and last really well. But we will do an application one. A video soon.
Because that's really important, isn't it? So other ones that I like, this is my favourite one. There's not much left in it, but I use this in my professional kit as well. It's by Yves Saint Laurent. It's called Touche Éclat. I think this is really nice for more mature skins as well. And it's
been a favourite of yours for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, so I got it personally to begin with, and then I loved it so much that I bought various shades for my kit. It just goes on beautifully. I'd say it's medium coverage. You can build it up to a little bit more than that, and it's just got a lovely finish, probably a semi-matte finish to it, but it's very flattering, doesn't really sit in lines. Yes.
I need that one.
This one is Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is classic. One of their best-selling foundations, isn't it? Or one of the best-selling foundations. So I've worn this for years. I sort of wore it less over the last couple of years because I was trying to go for lighter formulations. These are this is full coverage, but with my skin not being as good recently, I've just gone straight back to this. It lasts all day. You never need to touch it up.
It's one that you kind of go back and rely on, isn't it?
Yeah. I wouldn't use it for bridal because it has something in it that causes flashback. So if people are taking flash photography, then it can flash back from the face and make you look very pale. So, but it doesn't really matter for me for every day, and I like it and I get on with it and I trust it. So, that
loads of people love it, don't they?
They do.
It really just kind of clings and holds onto the skin, doesn't it? No matter what your skin type. That's going to stay there all day, isn't it? So it is super reliable. So
I've got a couple here that sort of lighter formulations. Giorgio Armani, nice. Luminous Silk Foundation. I don't know if I like this. So I don't think it's got enough coverage for me.
Oh, okay.
But it's really popular. It's quite expensive. I'd say it's about £45 maybe. I've got this one from Selfridges. So I certainly wouldn't use that at the moment because it wouldn't have the coverage in it that I need for my skin. But I think maybe as we go throughout the year, might go back to that if my skin's better and I want lighter coverage. Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation is quite a light texture, but you can build that up, and that has made my skin look the best, I think. But at the moment, it's not enough coverage.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, what we've found with foundations is that the more kind of, if they say they're luminous, glowing, hydrating, they're not going to stay on quite as well, are they? And this is all to do with the oils in the product.
Yeah.
So although the brands would love to have you believe that there's some kind of magic technology, but actually it's to do with the amount of oil. So the more oil in a product, it's not going to give quite as much coverage, and it's not going to stay on quite as long. So this can be a bit of a difficult area when we do get a little bit older and we still want the coverage, but we still want that kind of soft glowing look at the same time. But in a previous video, this is where kind of setting primers and setting sprays can come in to,
Which actually brings me on, I mean, I have got other foundations in here, believe it or not, but I'm not going to go through those. I've got a Tom Ford one that I bought, and I've had that for a few weeks and I haven't even opened it.
I can't believe you haven't opened that. That'd be well used.
I know,
if that was right.
So Leanne always tries everything as soon as it arrives in the post.
I do.
And I take my time and then forget that I've got it until a little while later. So the last product I want to talk about is the matte Fix Plus spray. So although some people think it's a setting spray, I think of it more as a hydrating mist. So if I'm applying foundation and I think it looks a bit too matte or too heavy, I just spritz this over my face just lightly and let it soak in, and it just seems to soften everything. And I use this when I'm working on clients as well, if they're feeling a bit hot, or I feel like the foundation, if their skin's quite dry while I'm applying the foundation, I can just give a spritz of this. It won't upset the makeup at all, but it just helps the application. So
cool.
I like that. There's probably other products out there like this, but I stick to this because I trust it.
And that one's good for intensifying eyeshadows as well. I learned that Matt yesterday. She showed me. Yeah.
Well, you damp it on the damp
with
brush.
the Fix Plus. Yeah,
I
really
do that.
nice. It really intensifies. I'm sure you knew that already. So
it makes a difference.
Cool, it does. So do you want to,
I'm done now.
You're done now.
Believe it or not.
I can try your Tom Ford if you like.
Yeah, you can, because it would be the right tone for you, I'm sure. Like completely different colours. If we'd love to hear about your favourite foundations, because it could give us some shopping ideas of ones to try, but also the sort of formulas that you like. If you like the lighter formulas, tinted moisturiser, or any issues you have with trying to get the right foundation.
That's it. Yeah, if you've got struggles and things, because some people they just never ever find the perfect one, and that's what we're all looking for, really, isn't it? Something that's going to work for our skin tone, and everyone's different. So even if your best friend says she loves this one by Benefit or whoever, it may not work for you.
No,
so
it's important. And we've run foundation masterclasses before as well, where we go through different formulations and application techniques, things that help your makeup last longer, and that's been really popular, hasn't it?
Yeah. But please ask any questions or make any comments. We'd love to hear from you. But thanks for watching, and
if you got to this point of the video, thank you.
It's a long one, this one. It's a long one.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching,
see you later
and
then.
see you soon. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.